Good evening, everyone. This is Bremster, and again, I'm able to bring you what I consider to be one of the treats of my channel. One of my favorite setters and one of the people who's kept me in the hobby the longest is Ashish Kumar. And every month, as a Patreon of his, I get a puzzle or two. I get actually three puzzle packs sent to me: one of classic Sudokus, one of variant Sudokus, and one of advanced classic Sudokus. And every month recently, Ashish has been giving me permission to do a couple of those puzzles on my channel. And I am very grateful that he does so. I've said this story before, but when I was first getting into Sudoku and I was finding it hard to find puzzles to improve my skills, Ashish's Enthralling Sudoku Patreon puzzles were the ones that I really latched onto. I learnt a lot of what I know about Sudoku from doing those. They are very good puzzles for people who are just getting into the hobby. They introduce you to appropriate skills. The classics do not require phenomenally advanced techniques, but they help you learn scanning better, and will allow you to find things in ways that I just found helped me improve my Sudoku skills a lot. And they're fun. Like, they are always pretty and fun. And his variant packs, they never get too complex with the rules, but the puzzles can get quite tricky. And again, they're just always fun. So for a few bucks a month, I think it's like 70 puzzles a month. And that I get a couple of these books every month. And I noticed that there's a new author on these. I don't know how to pronounce it, Kumarasan, who has contributed to this set. So I don't know if the puzzle I'm bringing you this month is from Ashish or Kumarasan, but he gave me permission to do a couple of puzzles again, and I'm always happy to do it. The puzzles this puzzle in particular, as you see, is not how it's presented in the book. The clues are exactly the same, but I've had to reset it so that it works in a solver that works with my software. So the two puzzles I'm going to bring you, I wanted to have this one on screen because it's prettier, but I'm actually going to start with a classic. This is a classic Sudoku. All the links to these puzzles will be below, so this is why I'm very grateful. This is paid content that he has allowed me to share with my viewers. And one of the things I cannot stress enough is I will also share links to his Patreon page and to his channel, Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. Go and check them out. His channel is excellent for people who are wanting to learn Sudoku and improve their skills. Both Ashish and Kishore, who are the solvers on his channel, are incredible solvers and very good at explaining techniques. And his Patreon Enthralling Sudoku is well worth the price for the puzzles that you get. So I cannot recommend those enough. All links to all of that will be below. So classic Sudoku in every box, in every row, and in every column. The digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. And this one is also normal Sudoku rules, but in addition, we have these equation boxes. And in these equation boxes, the equations that are listed must be satisfied. So this digit to the power of this digit will be placed there. This digit plus this digit will be placed there. This digit minus this digit will be placed there. This digit times this digit will be placed there. This digit divided by this digit will be placed there. I've not done any of these puzzles before, and I've never done anything like this equation Sudoku before. I have no idea if I'm going to pull it off or fail. Let's give these a shot. So starting with the classic, 5, 5, and 5 are all looking into that box, so I can make that a 5. That puts 5 in one of those two, but there's a 5 looking at it. I get a 5, which puts 5 in one of those two. I get a 5 there. That puts a 5 in one of those two. 5 in one of those two. It's not bad for the 5s, but where do I look next? That's actually a 5-6 pair. because I've also got 6 looking down into those. And that 6 resolves it. That's a 5, that's a 6, which means that that's a 5, that is not a 5, I have all the 5s. 6 is across there, that becomes a 6. This is classic 3 from the pack, so it is possible I've picked one that's slightly too easy. As I said, I haven't tried it, and they do tend to get slightly more difficult as they go through, but it doesn't always hold true that way. Maybe the sting in the tail of this puzzle is coming. Maybe I've picked one of the intro ones and there will be no particular sting in this. I have no clue. That's a 7 because the 7 here knocks a 7s out of those and out of those. That puts 9 in those. And as I speak, I've probably just stopped paying attention. 7 goes into those, which means 7 goes into those. That's a 7 because 7 can't go in that. So 6, 5, 7 is all in there. 3 into one of those two. 1, 3, 4, and 9. So these are 1, 3, 4 without that being 4. Three, 4, 8, and 9. This is where everyone is yelling at the screen going, "You're missing something obvious, Bremster." I know I am. I always do. 8 is in one of those two. 1 is in one of those two. 7 is right there. So 5 and 7 are already in that box. It puts a 2 in one of those two, which means 2 is in one of those. That's not necessarily helping. 6 is in one of those two. 7 is in one of those two. I find Ashish's classics teach me often have hidden pairs, hidden triples, pointing things, which when I'm doing variant Sudokus, very much help me spot those in those grids and have improved my ability to do the variants that I do on my channel. But as I've said with almost every puzzle I solve, I do get stuck. So there's 7 in one of those two, but there's a 7 looking at it. So that's the 7, which means that's the 7. So 7, oh, that 7's looking over there, making that a 7. Do I have all the 7s? Yes, I have all the 7s. So I've got all the 5s, I've got all the 7s. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. No, I'm not trying to summon the devil. I'm just trying to figure out where the clues go. Three. 1, 3, 4, 9. So that's a 4 or a 9. That's a 3 or a 9. And that's a 1, 3 or a 9. So this column needs 2, 3, 8, and 9. That's not really helping me. So these are 1, 3, 4, and 9. So this is 1, 4, and 9. And that's all of them. Maybe a blind solve wasn't a great idea. Remember when I said that maybe I picked one that was too easy? Maybe I'm just being silly. 2, 4, 8, and 9. So that's 4, 8, and 9. This is 2 and 9 because we've got a 4. It's 2, 4, 8, and 9. That's 4 and 8. Because it sees 2 and 9. One, 4, hang on, 1, 2, 4, 9. So this is 1, 2, 4. 1, 4, 9. That's all of them. What is the thing I am missing? What I'm looking for are things like 5, 6 in here. Does it push something out of here? But the digits I have don't seem to be forcing anything obvious. Like it all seems to be the same digits. And now I'm paranoid when I moved the puzzle into this grid. I typed it in wrong. So, 1, 2. So 4 can only go in one of those two spots. Okay, 2, 3, 8, 9. That is 2, 3, 8, and 9. That is 2, 3, 8, and 9. That's got me nowhere. 1, 2, 3, 8, 9. So that's 1, 3, and 9. There's a 1, 3, 9. So I can take 3 and 9 out of there. This is a 2, 8 pair. That 2, 8 pair means that this row is more restricted. I knew there'd be something like this. This 2, 8 pair means that this is 1, 3, 4, 9, which we had there, but these are only from 1, 3, 4, and 9. That can't be 4. Oh, did that really not give me anything? These two digits have to be these two digits, so I can't put 9 in there. So this is a 1, 3, 4. So this is a 1, 3. This is a 1, 9. Because it sees 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's the sort of thing I expected to find, but those two are those two. Every single good solver who watches my channel is going to be staring at me and going, why are you missing the obvious? So these are 1, 3, 4. So I need to put 2's in one of those. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. So this is 2, 3, 4, 8. 1, 4, 8. 1, 2, 4, 8. That's not, or maybe. Well, 6 goes in there with 1. Oh, there's no 2 here because of this pointing 2. So this is 3, 8, 9. One. So now 2 has to go in here, 6 has to go in here. 2. But 2 can go in any of those from what I can see. So 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Nothing stopping 3 going in any of those. That's not a 2, that's an 8. That's the obvious thing I was missing, the given 2. There is another solver who says that they're blind to givens. So 2, 2, there is no 2 there. That puts 2 in one of those 2, except it can't be in that one. That's the 2, which puts 2 into one of those 2. 3, 8, 9. So 8 must go in one of those 2 now. Missed the given. Why am I feeling still completely lost on this grid? One is in one of those 2 digits now. I mean, 2 is in one of those 2, but that's not helping me. There'll be another trick like that, I imagine. So this column is 1, 3, 4, 9. So this is 4, 9, which is a 4, 9 pair. There's no 9 there. This is a 1, 3. This is a 1, 3. There is a 1, 3 pair in this row now. So this is 2, 6, 9, which takes 9 out of there, makes that a 4. This becomes a 1, 3 pair. So I can take 6 out of there. That 1, 3 pair. I knew there'd be stuff like this. I can take the 1 out of there. In fact, this is a 4, 9 pair. This is a 1, 3 pair, which takes 1 and 3 out of there, 3 out of there, 1 out of there. That's not a 4 anymore. So we're finding the interesting constraints. I just got to figure out what to do with them. Yeah, it's been a bit long, much longer than I would like, but there you go. So 2, 6, 8, 9. So this is 2, 8, or 9. 6 or 8. 2, 6, 8, 9. That's not helping me. One, 2, 8, 9 go in here. So this is 2, 8, or 9. This is 1, 2, 8, or 9. That's not good. 2, 4, 8, 9 in there. Well, 4 in this column has to go in one of those two. 4 in this box has to go in one of those two. So that has to be a 4. Can't put 4 there, can't put 4 there. 4 is in one of those two. Can't put 4 in either of those two. So 4 is in one of those two. So 4 can't go in any of those 3 cells. 4 can't go in any of those 3 cells. 4 has to go over here. That becomes a 4. That becomes an 8. This is not a 4 and 8. That's a 2. This is not a 2 or a 4. This is a 1. This is a 6. This is not a 2 or a 6. This is an 8, 9. This is 2, 4, or 9, which I think is fine. This is 1, 3, or 6. Because it can't be 8. That 4 is looking down, making that 9, and that 4. That's not 4 or 1, that's 9. So in here, this column, I need a 2. In this column, I need 1 and 3, which is resolved. 1 and 3. This is not the 1. This is the 1. That makes that 3, and that my keyboard is doing on things, and that the 1. That 3 means that's not a 3. In fact, that 1 makes that 6, which makes that 8, which makes that 9, which makes that 2, which takes 2 out of there. 2 go, that makes that 9. That's 2. That's 6. I am finding it now. That's an 8, 9 pair, so that's the 2. That is not 2. That is a 4, 8 pair, which I got from up there anyway. This is a 4, 8 pair in the row, which means that has to be the 3. This has to be more resolved now. That 4, which I should never have let slide, that becomes 9. That's the 8. That is an 8. This has to be a 4, 9. That's not 3, so this is 1, 4, or 9, and it can't be 1 or 9 because there's some over there. So that 4 makes that 9, makes that 4, which makes that 1. That becomes 3. That becomes 9. That becomes 3. That becomes 1. 4 makes that 9. This is a 3, 8 pair, so this becomes 1. The 3, 8 pair is resolved by the 8 in box 2. And the last digits we need is a 4 and a 3. And that completes the classic. Now, equation. Anyone who's watched this channel for more than 3 minutes knows, A, I'm bad at math, and oh boy. Okay. So let's start with what looks like the most constrained box. Something to the power of something else. Now, I can't do to the power of 1 because to the power of 1 would mean that these two would be the same. If I did to the power of 2, I could do 2 to the power of... No, I can't do 2 to the power of 2. 3 to the power of 2 would be 9. So 3 squared is 9, and that's all I could do. And if I did to the power of 3, 2 to the power of 3 is 2 times 2 is 4 times 3 is 8. And if I did anything bigger, that would break. So this is a 2, 3 pair, and this is an 8 or a 9. I don't see how I could do that any other way. So that box has given me that. Now, multiplications are also going to be restricted, I think. Let's look at this one. So I can't do 1 times, because if I did 1 times, then these two digits would be the same. Like 1 times 2 equals 2, and that's not legal. So it has to be at least 2 times. 2 times 2 is not possible. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 5 is not legal. If I do 3 times 3 is 9, and 3 times 4 is broken. So I have to put the same in here, 2, 3, 3, 4 with 6, 8, and 9. But I've got a 2, 3 pair. So this becomes a 4. 2 times 4 is 8. 3 times 4 is not possible. So this is the 2. This is the 8. This is a 3. 3 to the power of 2 is 9. And I've got some digits. Oh, this is now 3 times 4. No, I've broken the puzzle. No. Oh, this had to be 2, didn't it? If it was 3, this could be 3 times 2. I only went up. 3 times 2 is 6. So this is 3, this is 2, and this is 6. Because I can't go... I shouldn't have stopped, should I? So let's roll all that back. So 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 4 is 8. 3 times 3 is not possible. 3 times 4 is 8. And then 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 3 does not work. 5 times anything does not work. 6 times anything does not work. So this is actually 2, 3, 4, and this is 6, 8, 9. And that does not give me anything except one of those has to be 4. So because one of those has to be 4, it's either 2 times 4 equal... It actually has to be 2 times 4. Because 3 times 4 doesn't work. So it's 2 times 4 equals 8. This is 3. 3 to the power of 2 is 9. So I did get the same result, but for the wrong reason. This is 8, so this can't be 8. This is actually 4 times 2 is 8. So this is not 4, and this can't be 8. So what do I need? 2 times 3 is 6. So let's look at these. Actually, oh, and this can't be 2. So 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 4 does not work. Actually, this can't be 3 because I can't multiply 3 by any of those. This is 2, and this has to get to 6 or 9, and 9 divided by 2 doesn't work. So this is 2 times 3 equals 6. And I've got some more digits. And so far it hasn't conflicted with anything. Now, can I do this plus? So this can't go higher than 8. And this is where everyone's going to laugh at me for bringing up my calculator, but I don't care. So this would be 1, 7 if this was 8. So I could do 1, 7, 8. If this is 7, then I could do 1, 6. I couldn't do 2, 5. This can't be 6. If it was 5... Hang on. Let's just go back beyond that. This can't be a 9. And if I don't use a 1, the minimum I put in here is 4 and 5. So I have to put a 1 in here. And this can't be higher than 8. So what can this be? It can be 4, 5, 7, or 8. Because it can't be 6 or 9. And it can't be 2 or 3. So this is either 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 6, or 1, 7. And it can't be 1, 3, so this can't be 4. So they're the only options. Oh, and it can't be 7 because of the given 7. So this can't be 6. This is either 1 plus 4 equals 5 or 1 plus 7 equals 8. Now this one, I have, again, if I use 5 and 6, if I don't use a 1, I get 5 and 6, and that would have to be an 11. So there must be a 1 in there. If I use 1, 5, this becomes 6. If I use 1, 6, this becomes 7. If I use 1, 7, this becomes 8. And if I use 1, 8, this becomes 9. I can't use anything higher than those, but I can use all of those. This now can't have a 1 in it. So the minimum I can use is 2, 3, to be 5. I'm sure most people doing this will come up with a better way of doing it. Like they'll be better at math than anything. I'm sorry. But this is the way I solve. Feel free to say I'm bad and wrong in the comments below, and point out a better way to do it. Other people will appreciate it. I'm sure I'll appreciate it, but other people will appreciate learning how to do this better. 2 and 3 equals 5. Actually, there's too many options here because 2, 3, 2, 4 equals 6. I could use almost anything. So what can I look at? This divisions. I think maybe divisions may be the way to go. So 9 can be divided by 3 because I can never divide by itself or by 1. So 9 can't be divided by 3. So 9 can be divided by 1. I'm bad at these. 1, 3, or 9. So I can't use 9. 8 could be divided by 2 to get 4, or 4 to get 2. 7 can't be divided by anything. 6 could be divided by 2 to get 3, or 3 to get 2. 5, no. 4, no, because 4 would have to be divided by 2 to get 2. 3, no. 2, no. So these are the only options. So I've got 2, 3, 4 here, and a 6 or an 8. I need to find something better. I need to find something better. These subtractions don't look limited enough. I don't have enough information about these boxes. Like I could put 1 in these. No, actually, I need to put a 1 in here somewhere. It can't be 1 minus something. So it's something minus 1 equals something else, or something minus something equals 1. But it could be 9 minus 8 equals 1. It could be 9 minus 1 equals 8. There's so many options there. I have to put a 2 in one of those two. So I can't use 2 in this, but I couldn't anyway. I don't have the same restriction on 4s. 3 goes somewhere in there, but I don't know where. 9. Oh, 1 has to go in here. This is a 1. So this is not the 1. So I've got the... And that makes this a 1, which takes 1 out of all of those. Oh, I should have muted Discord. Oh well. So these are now a known triple, which is 6, 7, and 9. This cannot be a 9. This cannot be a 9. This is a 9. That's a little bit of progress. Now, I can't use 1 in any of those, but I've still got a lot of options in this cage. A lot of options. Almost wish I'd turned the aircon on. It's getting into summer here. So 9 has to go in one of those 3 cells, but I could do 9 minus all sorts of stuff equals all sorts of stuff. This first deduction was really cool, and I'm assuming there's something else like that that I am just completely blind to. Like, this can be almost any high digit. It can be anything up to 8. This can't be 6 plus 1 equals 7, so I can take 6 and 7 out of there, but this could, because that would break that. But this could still be 7, 8, 6, or 5, 6, 7. So that's reduced the options there a little bit. Do I have to look at these two together? Like, can neither of these have a 6 or a 7 in them without breaking this one? Oh, crikey, if it's... I am not that good at math. So we know that these 4 cells add to those. So those 4 cells are a minimum of 10. So this is at least 4. No, that's not true. Well, it probably... Yeah, well, it is true. This is at least 5. This is 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. Because 2 plus 3 is the smallest I can put into those cells. So I need to put a 2, 3, and a 4 into those cells. I can't put a 2 or a 3 in there. That can't be 1, 2, 3. It can be 4. It can be 5. It can't be 6, 7. It can be 8 or a 9. So they're the only options that can be. So 3 is in one of those. Uh-huh. Every single person who's good at arithmetic is going to be yelling at this screen. Quite rightly so. I have no idea what I'm looking for. This is only starting to be a really long video. I'm sorry, Ashish. At least everyone who's yelling at my screen is recognizing that your puzzle is solvable and good and better than me. And I honestly, if you want to, show off how good you are at solving these puzzles, go support them and get the packs. Um, um, I mean, I just want to put 2, 3, and 5 in there because I think it'll work. But like but I can put 3. So what's the maximums I can put in here? I mean, I can't put 8 in here. I could put 2, 7. So if I put 7 in here, if I put 7, 2 in here, this becomes 6. This becomes 8. This becomes 9. I'm already losing track of what I've done. And this was 9. So I can't use 2, 7. So I can't put 7 in here. If I put a 6 in here, so I'm going to actually, 2, 7, 9, 6, 8, 7, and I've got another 7. So that doesn't work. So I can't put 7 in this cage. 6 would have to go with 3 or 2. 2, 6, 8, 7, 9, 8 does not work. So I can't do 2, 6. 6, 3. So if I put 6, 3, 9, 7, 6, 3, 9, 7, 5, 6, or 8, 9. That doesn't work either. I can't put a 6 in this cage. So far this is from 2, 3, 4, and 5. I can't go any higher than that. Two, 2 does not work. Actually, I can't put a 2 there. 2, 3, 5. Let's actually try the higher ones again. If I put 5, 4 in here, this is 9. This becomes 8 because this has to become 7. This has to become, 5, 4, 9, 8, 7, 6, 2. That doesn't work because I've used 5, 4, 9, and 8. That breaks that. So I can't use 5, 4. 5, 3, 8. Makes that 7 and that 8. That doesn't work. 5, 2, 7 makes that 8, that 9, that 6. So I've used 5, 2, 7, 8, 9, 6. That does seem to work. So I can do 2, 5, 7. That's unfortunate. But this can't be 8 or 9, can it? No. This is probably not the way to do this. There's probably a math way to do this, and I'm just not good enough. Everyone who is complaining that I use a calculator and also complaining that I'm doing this the wrong way, those two things come together. 4, 3, 7, 2, 6, 9, 8, 4, 3, 7, that'd be 5, that'd be 8, be 1, 7, which doesn't work. So I can't do 4. Actually, I've got to start bringing this into the equation, don't I? Did that break the 5, 2? Because if it was 5, 2, 7, this is 1, 2, 5. 2, 5 makes this 1, 4, 5. That does not work. I can't use 5 in either of these. And I think 3, 4, 7 makes this 1, 7, 8. So 3, 4, 7 takes 4 out of those, and I have to put 7 in there. So I can't make it 3, 4, 7 either. So this has to be a 2. So it's 2, 3, 5. or 2, 4, 6. This is not 2 anymore. So that's got to put some limitations on this. 8 divided by 4. So this can't be a 4 anymore because 8 divided by 4 equals 2 was the only option. 6 divided by... I can't do 6 divided by 3 equals 2. Or 8 divided by... This is a 2, which puts 2 in one of those. So it was that I needed to look at as much as this. So 2, 3, 5. Or 2, 4, 6. So if it's 2, 4, 6, this becomes 7. This becomes 8, 9. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. This becomes 5. That becomes 3. Yeah, hang on. 2, 4, 6 makes this 1, 7, 8. That becomes 5 or 9. That would have to become... I'm sorry, everyone. 4, 6 makes this 1, 7, 8. There's no 4 or 8 in there. This is 7. This is 8. This is 9. This is 5. This is 3. And this is 1, 7. That works. 2, 3, 5 makes this 8. Actually, it doesn't matter which way this goes, does it? If that's 2, 4, this is 1, 7. If this is 2, 3, 5, this is also 8. This is 8. There is no 4 in here. This is 1, 7. There is no 8 in here. These are now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There is no 6 here anymore, so there is no 5 here. There is a 5 in there. So this is 1, 7 equals 8. This is 4, 5, 9. These are 1, 4, 5, and 9 without there being 9 in any of those. There's no 1 there. There is no 1 there. This must be a 1 now. Three is in one of those two. Four is in one of those two. 5 is in one of those two. So this is either 2, 4, 6 or 2, 3, 5. Ugh. This can't use 2, 4, 5, or 6. So this has to be more limited now, right? So what digits do I have available? I have 1, 3, 7, 8, 9. So I can't use 1 minus any of those. 3 minus 1 would be 2. I can't use 3 there. 7, 8, 9. 7 minus 3 does not work. 7 minus 1 does not work. So I can't put 7 there. 8 minus 7 equals 1 would work. If I put... This can never be 9. 9 minus 8 equals 1 would work. 9 minus 7 does not work. 8 minus 7 does. Does anything minus 3 work? 9 minus 3, no. So this can never be 3. So this is, but we know one of these has to be a 1. So it's 9 minus 1 equals 8, or 8 minus 1 equals 7, or 9 minus 8 equals 7. So this can never be 3 either. So that's the 3, which makes that the 4, which makes that the 6. This is a 7, this is an 8, this is a 9, this is an 8. 8 minus, this is now a 1, 7 pair. There's no 8 there, there's no 9 there. So it's 8 minus 7 equals 1, or 8 minus 1 equals 7. This is not a, this is a 5 now, which makes that a 4, which makes that a 9. This is a 3, 9 pair, which is resolved by the given 9. See, I remembered a given digit. This is a 5, 6. I've got somewhere. I've still got more of these to do. This is a 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3. This is not a 6 up here. So what are these digits? 4, 5, 7, and 8. That's not a 4. That's not an 8 or a 5. There's no 7 in those. There's no 4 here. This is a 5, 8. So I can take 5, 8 out of there. This is a 4, 7. That 4, 7 makes that a 6, which I already had when I got that. So this is a known triple. 2, 3, 8. There's no 8 or 2 there. That's a 3. I can take 3 out of there. This is a 2, 8. This is a 2, 3, 6. That's the 2. There is no 2 in there, but the 2 looks over making that 8 and that 2. This 3 looks over making that 6 and that 3. I kind of need this Sudoku to get me out of the math hurdle. 5, 7, and 8. People who send me math puzzles will now understand also why I tend to cry a lot. 1, 4, and 9. This is not a 9. Trying to narrow the Sudoku down before I do any of these. But I think I'm going to be a bit stuck. I think I've gone as far as the Sudoku will take me. So what are these digits? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9. That's a lot of options. These digits are 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And these digits are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. Now this can't be a 9. This can't be a 1. So this can't be a 7 because of the fact that I'm actually not as worried about these digits. Well, I am a bit about that one. So I'm going to get rid of those because what I wanted was what could go in here. So this was 4, 5, 6, or 7. This is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 4 minus 3 would be 1. So this can never be 4. 5 minus 3 would be 1, but it would be 2. That works. 7 minus... 3 has to go in one of those two. Okay, is there more Sudoku I can do, please? Okay, what can this be? It has to be at least 3. So 4, 5, 7, and 8. This can be 1, 2, 5, and 7. because I can't take it up to 8. And this can be 1, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and I can take 1 out of each of those. So this has to work. There's no 1, so I can take 7 out. 6 to 8 works. So 4 plus 2 would be 6. 4 plus 5 would be 9. This can't be 4. 5 plus 2 would be 7. 5 plus 5 does not work. 6 plus 2 is 7. 6 plus 5 does not. That has to be 2, and this has to be 7 or 8. So now I can take 2 out of here. This becomes a 2. So that kind of helped. So 2 plus something equals something. So it'd be something minus something equals 3, 4, or 5. 7, there's no 2 left anymore. So this can never be 5 because 7 minus 3 is 4. So I've got to get to 3 or 4. 7, I can never do minus 7. I can never do minus 6. 7 minus 5, so this is 3 or 4 as well. So I have a 3, 4 pair. 7 minus 4 is 3. 7 minus 3 is 4. 6 minus 4 is 3. 6 minus 3 is 3, which doesn't work. 6 minus 4 does not work. 5 minus any of those does not work. This is 7, and this is a 3, 4 pair. Actually, I want to keep that 3. This is a 3, 4 pair. That 7 makes this an 8. 2 plus 6 is 8. And this is now a naked single. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a 5, which takes 5 out of there and 5 out of there. There's no 6 up here either. This is a 4, 5. This is a 6. I should have got that a while ago. This is clever. Cleverer than me. So that 8 makes that a 5, which makes that an 8. So what have I got in here? I need to put 1, 4, 5, and 7. 5 is in there. 4 is in there. But apart from that, I'm not restricted. This is now a 4. This is a 7. So this is now 5, 6, and 9. And there must be a 9 in here. That can't be a 6. This is 3, 4, 5, and 6 without that being a 6. There must be a 6 across here. Okay, I think I have to look at this. Okay. 2 plus 1 equals 3 does not work. 2 plus 2 does not work. 2 plus 3 equals 5 does not work. 2 plus 4 equals 6 does not work. 2 plus 5 does not work. 2 plus 6 does not work. 2 plus 7, it's got to be 2 plus 7 equals 9. Otherwise, I blow the total. So that means this is an 8. This is not an 8. This is not a 9. So this is the 9. That 7 makes this a 1. 8 minus 1 is 7, which makes this a 5, which makes this a 7. I should have done that earlier. I am an idiot. I'm not an idiot, but, you know, that's a 9, that's a 6, that's a 5. I take 5 out of both of those. 3, 4 pair makes that 6. 1, 3, this is 1, 4, 5. Can't I resolve that yet? This is 1, 3, 4. That's a 5 now. No, this is a 3. This is a 4. This is a 3. This is 1, 4. That's the 4. That's the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's no 5 there anymore. That's the 5. That's the 4. The 7 is looking up, making that the 1 and that the 7. 1, 4, and 8. So that's 1, 4. That becomes the 8. The 4 looks down, making that the 1 and that the 4, which looks up, making that the 1 and that the 4. And I think I've done it correctly. 3 to the power of 2 is 9. 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. 2 plus 4 is 6. 8 minus 1 is 7. 4 times 2 is 8. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 plus 7 is 9. 7 minus 4 is 3. 6 plus 2 is 8. And 6 divided by 2 is 3. That looks like a solved equation Sudoku. Awesome. Thank you, Ashish. And thank you everyone for watching. I will stress yet again, go over to Enthralling Sudoku. The links are below and support it. And if you want to do something and you don't have the money, just go to Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. The link is below. It's also one of the channels linked to on my homepage, and give it a subscribe and go watch those videos. Ashish and Kishore are well worth watching if you want to improve your Sudoku skills. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Give it a like, thumbs up. Feel free to comment below on this video or on any of the others. Thank you for joining me. I'm going on holidays in a few days, so there's going to be a bit of a time when I'm not posting videos. I should be gone for about a week. I'm hopefully going to have some backlog that I can trickle release, even though there'll be videos I recorded a few days or a week or so before. But here's hoping I get some time to do that. It's looking less and less likely I will. Thank you, everyone, and enjoy the puzzles that you solve.